living with Alzheimer's. Right now, 6.5 million Americans, including 580,000 Floridians, are living with this disease. It is hard. It's hard on family members. It is hard on the individual, and it affects us all. So that number, get this, is expected to increase in the coming years. Earlier this month, several Jacksonville area researchers presented findings that impact our understanding of Alzheimer's and dementia. It was at a national conference. And there's some hope, there's some light to better understand this. So to help us with this, we have Jun Min Koay, Clinical Neuropsychologist Fellow, and then Dr. Gregory Day, also with Mayo Clinic, joining us this morning. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
I think for those of us that deal with this or live with someone or loved someone who died of dementia, it feels very hopeless. So is that really how we should look at this?
I think we can appreciate that perspective. It's a very difficult disease, a challenging disease to recognize, to get the right diagnosis, and even more challenging to treat. But when it comes to hope, I think we're looking forward to the future, to the steps that lie ahead. And we might be a little bit biased, but I think we'll both agree that research is key to finding a solution to this disease and to bringing the treatments that we need to the market and to our patients.
Right. So at the conference, what did you all uncover? Anything that kind of points in that direction as to diagnosing it or reasons why certain people get dementia or Alzheimer's? Dr. Koay?
Well, there are many, so as Dr. Day was saying, the diagnosis itself can be very complicated and can, take a long time. So in research, there are many research that are being done to improve not only the diagnostic, the way to diagnose Alzheimer's disease, but there are researchers are also working on, developing ways that could treat or potentially treat Alzheimer's.
Let me ask you, because some of your research looks at, keeping a diary and who that might work for and who that might not work for. And I think as people are caregivers and trying to, live this life and provide the best care and the best support, what did you find that is helpful and maybe what isn't so helpful?
Right. So in general, like keeping a structured daily life routine and writing a diary, it's a kind of like memory support system, so-called, so that it is a way for us to, or for people with some memory problem or any kind of cognitive problem to give them a chance to maintain their sense of autonomy and independence, and having a calendar can be helpful in that extent. But however, there are different forms of cognitive problems. So my research at Mayo, we're looking at, is any subtype of cognitive problem have different ways of learning using a calendar, and we found that people with more than just a memory problem might learn slower. And
it becomes a frustrating piece rather than a helpful piece. So you kind of have to walk that line.
Yeah. So you kind of have to kind of get a sense of what are some symptoms that they are exhibiting and how to best help them according to their own individual's needs.
Dr. Day, you said it's the research, it's people coming forward and being willing to do this. What do you need as far as more people participating and open-mindedness? And again, it's hard because sometimes the patient isn't willing to accept what's happening.
But I think this gets at what we were talking about at the conference as well. I think two big themes that were present were the need to engage people across our diverse landscape, to have all communities represented in our research so that the diagnostic tools we develop and the treatments that come from that are going to be applicable and effective for all people. And
Let me ask, just because we don't have a bunch of time, how can someone get involved in this to kind of walk this with you?
Well, I think there's a number of different programs going on right now, a number of research opportunities at Mayo in particular. We're looking for people who are actually well, who are interested in aging well over the next few decades and want to be working at that very intentionally using some of the tools that my colleagues are developing, other things that we know are important to healthy brain aging. And so reaching out to our Mayo Clinic Memory Center would be a great start. We've got programs for people that have early symptoms as well, and people that are developing other problems in their family members. And as you point out, we need patients, but we also need those that know them really well, that are willing to come with them, support them, share the history with us, and be a part of the process in this journey together.
I pray we're miles away from where we are now in the coming years, because it's been slow work, but hope. And thank you all for the work that you're doing. And again, start young. I mean, get that base cognitive test to see where you are, and then you can kind of monitor what happens. So thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
All right.